And we don't want to put our strands in danger in the name of protective styling. Your scalp is a place to concentrate on. You're literally losing. And that's why it's something that I swear by. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Favor, and today I'm going to be telling you all about growing your hair in braids in your protective style, getting the best out of your protective style, and making sure that your growth is optimum. So you've probably already seen the vlog for this hairstyle, how I got this hairstyle in a salon, and if you haven't, you should, because it was quite the experience. But that aside, it's time for me to take down this hairstyle. I just thought to come here and let you guys know how I make sure that growth is optimum whenever I'm wearing a protective style, especially braids like this. It's not that actually got braids, but generally any protective style has to make sure that your scalp is the healthiest, make sure that growth is being promoted, and you're not undoing yourself with the protective style. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys the routine that I do and basically all the tips that I implement whenever I'm protective styling, just to make sure that I don't undo myself with the protective style. And the very first thing you want to make sure to do is that before having your protective style in, before installing your protective style, be it braids, knotless braids, box braids, or any other type of protective styles, twists and mini twists, whatever, you want to make sure that your routine before protective styling is optimum. Okay, you want to make sure that your hair is well moisturized, your hair is properly stretched. Heat is not compulsory. Okay, when I say stretch, I don't mean heat. You want to make sure that your hair is moisturized, because any form of manipulation and tension can actually lead to breakage and fatigue on your hair. So you want to make sure that the routine you have before protective styling is optimum. Moisture is so important. I can't even emphasize it enough. You want to make sure your hair is properly moisturized, and deep conditioning, a protein treatment. A protein treatment, if you feel like your hair needs it, is going to be very important for your hair. Now, after protective styling, after installing your hair, you don't just want to leave your hair in braids and disappear. I know it's a protective style, but if you neglect your hair while protective styling, you'll be doing more harm than good to your hair. After installing your protective style, you do certain things to make sure that your hair is still gaining as much attention as it would when the protective style is not installed. So the very first thing is scalp care. You must have already heard this before, that we need to treat our hair like plants, because you can't just neglect the plants and expect the plants to flourish. So you need to make sure you do certain things to the plants to enhance and promote growth. Same goes for our hair. You need to make sure that your scalp is clean. Your scalp is like the soil for your hair. It's the area of your hair you need to put the most focus on if you want to see growth. If you want to see your hair flourish, you want to see your hair do well, your scalp is a place to concentrate on. So what I usually do for scalp care, I've seen people wash their entire braids. I've never done that before. But what I do to make sure that my scalp is clean and that I'm promoting growth is scalp cleanses. So what I usually do, I take apple cider vinegar. I use this Heinz brand. I take apple cider vinegar and I put it in a cup or in a cover or something, maybe like a ketchup cup, just like this one. So I'll put the apple cider vinegar halfway through the cup, and then I'll fill the rest with water. So we have 1 part water, 1 part apple cider vinegar, and I just mix it, shake it up, mix it, and then I go with a cotton wool. This amount is actually quite much, and I just go with a cotton wool and I soak it in the water. I can't do that right now because I'm taking out my braids today, so that will be waste. And you just soak the cotton wool in the mixture of apple cider vinegar and water. Some people use apple cider vinegar like that alone, but I feel it might be too strong for you or for me, and I'm using myself as a case study because my scalp can be sensitive sometimes, so anything too strong can irritate it. That's why I mix mine with water. But if you feel like you can go ahead, and I don't advise that, so just go with apple cider vinegar. So I mix this 1 part water to 1 part apple cider vinegar, and I just go in with wool and I pull my patterns. And I open my patterns just something like this. And when I did the mixture, you squeeze it out because you don't want excess water on our scalp. And I just clean. Now there are so many benefits of apple cider vinegar. It maintains our scalp's pH balance. It helps with dandruff. It helps with irritations, inflammation, and sometimes even fungal problems. So the benefits of apple cider vinegar cannot be overemphasized, and that's why it's something that I swear by, something that I always use. When I'm using a clay mask, I add apple cider vinegar to it. When I'm just rinsing off my hair, I use apple cider vinegar. It's a very good scalp treatment. It's very good for dandruff control and so on and so forth. And when you're done cleansing your scalp with the apple cider vinegar mixture, you will not want to leave your scalp neglected like that. You will not want to just leave your scalp dry and ripped of all the oil and moisture. So what I do is that I take tea tree oil. Now, tea tree oil is something that is a holy grail for me. It's something that has helped me so much in my natural hair journey. It's something that helps me promote growth as well as promote scalp health. My scalp does so well when I use tea tree oil. So what I do is I take tea tree oil, and this oil I got is Amla hair oil, and I just mix both because tea tree oil is an essential oil, so it's very strong. And I have used this alone before, but I don't always use it alone. I don't always use oily tea tree oil. Most times I mix it with the Amla oil, and I just put everything into this dropper bottle and I mix it up. Right now my bottle is empty, but I just put everything in the dropper bottle and I mix it up, shake it up. I honestly don't have a particular gauge for this. I just eyeball it and go with flow. And I don't know if there's an actual gauge for it, but I don't do any specific measurements. I just put some Amla oil and then some tea tree oil, and I shake it up and apply it to my scalp. And when I tell you guys that this does wonders for my hair, I'm not even capping. Tea tree oil alone is enough to just make your scalp problems disappear. But of course, scalp problems come in different types, so it doesn't magically make everything go away. But the very mundane ones, the very common ones like dandruff and flakiness on the scalp and even itchiness on the scalp, you can solve that with the tea tree oil alone. Now for the Amla oil, I love it because it just makes my hair feel strong. And when I say feel strong, I don't mean the hard kind of way. I just mean the way that feels like it can withstand tension. You know, when you're protective styling, when you're wearing braids like this, once in a while you want to do different hairstyles. You want to wear it in a bun, you want to wear space buns, you want to do a low bun, you want to do a ponytail. All those forms of manipulation and tension can cause tensile fatigue on our strands in the long run, and we don't want to put our strands in danger in the name of protective styling. So the Amla oil helps with, you know, restoring protein to my hair and just keeping it healthy and strong. And in case you don't know, I have really fine hair strands. Of course, I have medium hair strands in some areas, but generally my hair is a fine textured hair. So manipulation is scary for me. It feels like if I just tweak my hair up and down, it's going to break off. So the Amla hair oil restores faith for me when it comes to manipulation, because I feel like I can manipulate my hair a good amount without having to risk breakage. Now, some other thing that I do to my hair to make sure that my hair is healthy and that I'm promoting as much growth as possible is scalp massages, guys. If you're not massaging your scalp, you're literally losing. Scalp massages are what will help stimulate your hair follicles. If you're not massaging your scalp, I don't know how you're able to stimulate growth and stimulate the blood flow in your scalp. Scalp massages help you to nourish your scalp from the inside out. I know the tea tree oil can do a lot externally, and so can the Amla oil and the apple cider vinegar. But for you to be able to promote growth and nourish your scalp from the inside out, you need to be able to stimulate circulation. And the greatest way to do that is by massaging your scalp. Now, what I like to do is after applying my oil to my scalp, I just go in with my hands and I just go in a circular motion and I just massage my scalp. Something like that. I feel like I need to make a detailed video about scalp massages and the benefits and also the technique you need to use, but the simplest way is just go in a circular motion and massage your scalp just like this. It's not difficult. I can even feel movement right now in my head as I'm doing it. It's such a great way to stimulate circulation and blood flow to your scalp, as well as promote hair growth. Now, the fourth set, are we on the fourth or fifth? The fourth, I believe. The next thing we need to do to make sure that we are taking proper care of our hair is strand care. Now, I've spoken about scalp care and I feel we've all gotten the necessary information we need to know about caring for our scalp while protective styling. But then our strands also need some love. Your strands are protected, but at the same time, they are neglected because they are just stuck in between the synthetic hair. You don't exactly have enough nutrients and nourishment getting on your hair. So what you need to do is once in a while, moisturize your strands. And of course, you can't moisturize your strands without moisturizing the actual synthetic hair. So what I like to do is I get a spray bottle. Right now, my spray bottle has only water in it, but usually I'll have water in it and then I'll put any leave-in conditioner I have a tiny little bit. So you don't want so much, you don't want it to be thick, because if it's too thick, you might not be able to come out of the nozzle of your spray bottle. So you just want to add a good amount of leave-in conditioner and then water, and then just shake it up and spray it around your hair. I don't want to go ahead and actually spray my hair, but you get the idea. Make sure that your hair is receiving moisture even when it's protected by the synthetic hair and it's just covered away, it's lost, so it's hiding. Okay, and after applying your water and leave-in conditioner, make sure to your hair, you want to make sure that you add a little bit of normal leave-in conditioner just on your hair. You just apply the leave-in conditioner to the hair to make sure that it gets extra nutrients. You just don't want it to be too watery, just a little bit, not so much, not the amount that will cause build-up, because you need to be careful with the amounts of things you put on your hair while protective styling. If you do anything in excess, you will just cause build-up, unnecessary build-up on your scalp and strands, and we don't want that. So just a very tiny little amount of leave-in conditioner and just apply it on your hair just like this. And when you're done, you can decide to go in and seal it with an oil, or you can leave it like that. Honestly, at this point, the oil doesn't really do much, but it does add a great amount of shine to your hair. For instance, my hair is over a month old and the strands is not really fraying as much, and it doesn't have so much frizz because of all this maintenance. And this is what you want to be able to implement to promote health of your natural hair while protective styling. You can also go in with a mousse just to smoothen everything down. It's your choice. I don't usually use mousse, but I've seen people use it and they swear by it, so you can try that out as well and let me know how it goes. It's important to know that if you don't take care of your hair while protective styling and then you take it down and you expect to see a tremendous amount of growth, you would be shocked and disappointed as well. So make sure that you take care of your hair while protective styling and optimize growth with these tips that I've been able to come up with and share with you. If this video was helpful to you, make sure you smash the like button and give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to leave any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, or tips below in the comment section. I read all the comments and I'll definitely see them and answer to whatever you have. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.